Hello and welcome to a maths challenge video. Now this video is an accompanying video to the division video because I set you some division problems and I showed you how to do it pictorially by drawing counters. Today I'm going to show you the short division method. I'm going to use the exact same numbers that I did before, so it might be worth checking out that other video first because you'll notice I've got some 4 questions written out on my sheet and these are the questions I worked out using counters. So if you don't quite understand this, you might want to go and have a look at the other video. Now, I'm going to use my bus stop method here. So what I do for 20 divided by 5 is I create a little bus stop like that. And I put the 20 people waiting in the bus stop. Buses come along and they can hold 5 people at a time. So I've got to have a look at how many 5s. And I start from the largest value column and work my way down, exactly as I did with the counters. So I go, how many 5s are in 2? The answer is none. So I move that 2 over to the next column. I go, how many 5s are in 20? This is where you need really good times table knowledge for this method to work. There are 4 5s in 20. So the answer is 4. Now the first thing you'll notice about this method is if your times tables aren't superb, this method will be really tricky. So you might need to go back to the counter method. So don't do this method unless you have practiced your times tables a lot. So now 60 divided by 5 in my bus stop. I put 60 and I have 5, the buses come along being able to take 5 at a time. So I look at the 6 tens. How many 5s can I get in there? Well, I can get 1 5 in 6. But that means I'd have 1 left over, so I carry it over. Because there's 1 5 in 6, there's 1 left over, so it carries over. How many 5s are in 10? Well, there are 2. So the answer is 12. Let's scroll down and have a look at the next one. 240 is in my bus stop. Again, I'm still working with buses that carry 5 people. So how many 5s are in 2? Well, there are none. So I carry that 2 over to the 4. How many 5s are in 24? Well, I know 4 5s are in 20 and then I'd have 4 left over. So there's 4 5s in the 20 and 4 left over. Again, see how important that times table knowledge is. How many 5s in 40? Well, that's 8 times 5 is 40, isn't it? So the answer is 48. See how important those times tables are. And finally, 45 divided by 2. So 40, oh, I didn't put my answer in. 48 was my answer there. And finally, I put 45 in the bus stop and the buses can carry 2 at a time. How many 2s are in 4? There are 2. And there's no remainder, so I'm now looking at how many 2s are in the 5. Well, 2 2s are 4. So that means there's 1 left over. I don't have any numbers to pass it on to, so I record it as a remainder. And what you'll notice, if you do 2 times 22, add 1, you should get the answer 45. So, use the same questions that were on the sheet this week and see if you can do it with short division. Don't forget, if you find short division and you don't quite understand it, if I show you the last one there, this was from my previous video where I did 45 divided by 2 is 22 remainder 1. 22 remainder 1. 2 ways to work it out. It's always good to go from equipment, then to pictures, and then to abstract. Don't forget you'll need your times tables to be successful here. As always, keep learning.